Happy JCG here in the dungeon with the Carnage Comiquette from Sideshow Collectibles. We're looking at the regular here, which had an edition size of 1,000. The exclusive is the same statue, I believe. No extras. If you had the exclusive, you got the same statue. The only difference being the art print that was included with the statue. And I don't think many people were happy with that art print. The art, the quality, the inconsistency in the size, so I'll just leave it at that. And if you have it, good for you. I've never seen anybody displaying it, so let's get on with the statue. This Carnage is amazing. The black looks super wet. Tendrils are crazy. For the most part, I got all the tendrils on without having to look at that PDF. There were two of them. The last two, I went to that PDF on Sideshow's website. And what I'm going to do is color code these things myself. Sideshow color coded them, but they kind of did a weak job. I mean, you can kind of tell just by the general shape of the tendrils and the holes in which they go in, where everything goes, but Sideshow could have done a better job. So what I'm going to do is color code them myself. It's not a big deal. I know people said they go out of their mind putting them on, but it's really not that big a deal. So if you happen to pick one up in the aftermarket, don't stress over it. You could always go to the website or go to the photo gallery, and it's not too difficult. It's not going to take you more than 5 minutes to figure it out. The sculpt is fantastic. I mean, I have no problem with this as far as the scale with the Spider-Man Comiquette or the Venom Comiquette, because you know what, I mean, just look at the paint, the sculpt, this thing is nuts. I have the Spidey Comiquette and the Venom Comiquette, and ultimately what I'm going to do is just play with perspective when I get these things set up. You know, if the Venom is a little smaller, I'm going to pull him to the front, put Spider-Man in the back, figure out where Carnage is going to go. So it's not a deal breaker for me, and it shouldn't be a deal breaker for anybody who loves the character. Yeah, he's a little buff or built or ripped or whatever you want to say, but I don't mind it. I think it suits the look of this statue. And look, he's been drawn by many different artists, many different ways. I happen to love the sculpt, and I think it fits the pose. I like this. I like the ferocity, the motion, and how this pose just fits the overall character of Carnage. You know, Cletus Cassidy is out of his mind. He's insane. And he just looks like he's ready to jump into a crowd of innocent people and just start hacking, slashing, and going into a bloodlust and just killing people. This hand is pretty sick. It's morphing into some kind of sickle or scythe. Well, I mean, look, let me play around with the light. You could really see just how wet the black paint looks. Inside of his mouth is pretty sick too. I don't even know what's going on in there, but it just looks disgusting. Really sick. Let me mess around with the light a little bit. You can see the very subtle pink that they have around the eyeballs, the edge of the eyes there. The paint job is really good. It's really subtle pink right where the black hits the white of the eyes. Yeah, this is really, really good paint job. Very fibrous, I'll say that. Like he's just no skin, all muscle fibers. The statue has a lot of motion. I mean, it looks like he's moving. It's, you know how a Ferrari looks like a red Ferrari looks like it's going 120 miles an hour standing still. That's the feel you get with this statue. The base is painted really well. I mean, I hope you don't mind this light. I'm just trying to give you guys a no holds barred spotlight on the statue. So any imperfections you guys are going to see, if you see any, hit me in the comments, let me know. I mean, at this point, I'm not returning it. I got this from Sideshow, not aftermarket, so it's mine. Keeping it. Base is painted really well. Daily Bugle, look how crisp and clear that is. Really well done. A lot of nice detail. A lot of nice detail. The tendrils have a little give to them, so I think they're PVC. Look at the fibers. The fibers on that, the fibers on the legs. Really, really fine detail. I'm not even going to get into the new Carnage statue by Sideshow or the Carnage by XM. I happen to like the actual concept of the one from XM, and I think they're gonna surprise people with the paint job. Of course, the proto paint will probably not be as good as the production paint. That's how XM does it. But I'm excited to see that. Back of the base, the stone is really nice. Alright, so that's a quick, I mean, I know this guy's been out for a while, but I'm finally able to get all my stuff out and get some cameras on it. So, like, dislike. If you dislike, let me know why you dislike it. Comment, subscribe, share if you want, but I don't really share anyone's videos, so I doubt anyone will share it. Alright, but figured I'd throw it out there. If you're on the fence about picking this up in the aftermarket, do it. If you love Carnage, grab it. It's a really great representation of the character. Pretty beastly. It's got some good weight to it. I love it. There he is next to Spidey. No, Spidey the other way. Alright, cool. Check out my other vids. Only got a handful online there. But, cool. Peace out, guys.